Hello from Gardening at Duensa here in Ireland, and in this video I'm going to the annual orchid show at the Botanic Gardens in Dublin. We're queuing up to get into the car park now. I can't wait to get in and see what they have, but it's a bit of an orchid show with a difference, because this time round I'm going to do Zan'e's orchid scavenge, and what that means is I'll be looking out for certain things at the orchid show. So I have a list here. I'll be looking out for wilting flowers, an orchid with exactly 6 pseudobulbs, a price containing the same numbers, a dyed orchid, a selfie with a vendor, a non-green root tip, and a cat. Now how random is that? Anyway, stick with me and let's see what we can find and how the show is. There's only one vendor at this year's orchid show, Burnham Nurseries from the UK. And this is the display that they've put on. Well, actually, these are the plants for sale. Lots and lots of them. I'm just giving you some pans here up and down the staging to show you what's for sale and what was going. Lots of Phalaenopsis. Some interestingly coloured yellow ones. That is quite a bright, beautiful yellow. And the famous Leodora Sweet Memory that smells so gorgeous. Plenty of pretty oncidiums. Some Promenias for sale, and plenty of things in bud and flower. The Vandas really looked spectacular, and I noticed that Burnham had theirs potted in very large pots. A Super Nobile hybrid type Dendrobium, and the colour on that mauve one was amazing. Plenty of Cymbidiums in bloom as well. That pink is amazing. There's that Catatante Pacific Sunspots, the gorgeous orange one that defeated me. And the infamous Nellie Eiler, which has far too much Miltoniopsis in it for me to be able to grow, but she is beautiful. Back to the Cymbidiums again, and I love that peachy orange colour. Sweetly scented Zygopetalum and Dendrobium kingianum, I believe. Now we're looking at some of the plants that were owned by society members, and this glorious Coleogene cristata var alba looked amazing in the sunshine. Glorious big flowers. And this one here is Baptista, and really a fabulous showing. I'd be very proud if that had been my plant. Some more things, including Laturia Dendrobium. And a superbly scented Dendrobium. I think this was a Maxillaria, not altogether sure though. Now back to the show, and this Selogeny caught my eye. I loved it. Look at all the flower spikes it has. 4. Now on to the scavenger hunt, and the first thing was a wilting flower, and I really messed up on the first one. I'm nearly sure I videoed the second spike of this and it was wilted, but well, it's not here. Okay, second challenge is an orchid with exactly 6 pseudobulbs, and I got this one right. I found this plant. Pseudobulbs, canes, what's the difference? 1, 2, 3 back there, 4 there, 5 there, and where's the 6th one? I know there was a 6th one somewhere. There it is. Now I'm looking for a price that contains 3 digits the same, but it's not working out for me. And that's because these plants have been converted from sterling to euros and rounded. So no, I'm not going to find $9.99 here anywhere. It's just far too roundy. Next up, a selfie with a vendor. And yes, you caught me. I weakened. I bought that Selogeny in the end, and here's me paying for it. And smile for you. That was me with Sarah Rittenhausen from Burnham Orchids buying Selogeny Ochracei, the orange variety of course. And Sarah's wrapping it up very nicely for me. Now I'm on the lookout for a non-green root tip. And what's that, Masdevallia? Oh, what do we see here? 1 green and 1 not green. Now I have to find a cat at the orchid show. So I ventured a bit outside to the Botanic Gardens and I found this wonderful cat. Look at it. That's an Irish cat, you know. Yes, exactly. That's what they look like. Actually, fake news. It's a squirrel, and it's an American squirrel at that. The ones that are overrunning our red indigenous ones. But my goodness, he was tame. You thought I was going to fail once again at this challenge, but now, seriously, here's the cat. Nailed it. Okay, so I've been doing the scavenge here today, and there's just one item I wasn't able to get, and that was the dyed orchid, because no self-respecting nursery is going to sell dyed orchids. But then my phone rang and I got a message from my daughter, and I just have to show you this. So there we go. She says, look what I saw today. So thanks so much to my daughter Ishtar, who's helped me complete this scavenge. And thanks to Zan'e as well for thinking up such a great idea. Okay, that's all from the Orchid Show in Dublin. Thanks very much for coming along. Thanks for taking part. And perhaps you'll take part in your own scavenge wherever you are. Okay.